Hey guys, it's me, Rachel. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Turn on the bell icon so that you'll be notified about my latest videos. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, and like I said, subscribe. But in this video, it's going to be very difficult. I know I haven't been posting, and I apologize for that. Just life has been busy. And also something recently came up. One of my friends passed away last week. One of my high school friends. His name was Alex. I think I can find a picture of him in here really quick. If I can. Sorry, it's going to be hard to see, but there he is, right there. I don't know if I told you, but his name is Alex. If I did, sorry. But yeah, and I'm going to say this straight up. I am not going to be using his death as clickbait or a way to get more views or subscribers or anything. I'm mainly making this video in honor of him and in memories of him, and because there's going to be a more detailed explanation at the end of the video, because I really want to get to the memories I had with him and just how me and him became friends, and kind of just his life, how his life story, just with that, how he changed my life and how our paths crossed, I guess. I can't really give you his full life story, but just I can give you his life story when me and him were friends and how much he meant to me. Yeah. So while I'm telling this, there are going to be some things that I'm not going to go into great detail with, that if you guys want me to do more in a video with more details of certain things that happened, which I will mention at certain points when, if you guys want a more detailed video of certain things, let me know, but I will let you know. You guys get the point. I'll let you know when a subject comes up that you guys may want to know more about that story or anything, but like I said, this mainly is a video in honor of him, to share how he changed my life, and just in a way that I can come to terms with his death. I am saying this. I don't feel comfortable giving off how he died, but he died young. If you guys are gonna ask if he did that to himself, no. I can tell you that much for a fact. He did not do suicide. It was not suicide. And I'm going to say this again. This is not clickbait. I'm not using this as clickbait, and I'm not using this as a way... Sorry, I'm trying to get tissues. Sorry, I'm trying to look for tissues real quick. Where... Yeah, anyways, I'm going to get back to what I was saying. I'm not trying to use his death as a way to get more views or as clickbait or anything. It's just me sharing how he changed my life. And like I said, there's going to be an ending explanation as to why, and I'm also going to type that down in the description down below of why I mainly made this video. It is in honor of him and in memories of him, but I also did it for other reasons too. And one big reason is because this really opened my eyes to something that I really think that I should be sharing. So let me get the tissues out of my bottom dresser drawer really quick. Apparently they're not there, but I have a towel, so that works. Sorry about that, but anyways, I'm gonna get back to the video. So I first met Alex in high school. He was just a weird friend. I didn't know much about him. He was really just a friend of a friend, but me and him did start growing closer. There was at times where I would be sitting after school waiting for my mom to pick me up till almost 5 o'clock at night. And there'd be times where he would sit there with me until my mom came to pick me up to make sure I was safe, because he felt like a girl alone in the dark wasn't safe. And he was kind of trying to be a big brother and kind of like protect me. Over time, me and him just stayed friends. Nothing really happened. But me and him did go to youth group together. And there'd be times where he would I don't know how to say it, he would be able to talk to me alone if certain things came up in youth group that I wasn't comfortable with, and would kind of, like I said, be that big brother figure. Or if I felt uncomfortable with someone there, he would like protect me. Or if someone was bothering me, he would literally say, leave her alone and stuff. We did have conflicts at times, but every friendship does. I mean, he let me come over to his house sometimes after school because he didn't want me to be alone, especially during winter. So he'd be like, hey, if your mom's okay with it, you can come hang out at my house and she can pick you up at my house and I can help you with your homework and stuff. And of course, other friends did come as well. So yeah, and I really did appreciate it. And there were times where he did give me advice, which did help. The one thing that affects me the most is that he helped me through something that not very many friends in my life really wanted to help me through or really wanted to get involved in, because they either had enough on their plate already or they just don't think that they could have mentally handled it. He helped me during a time when a girl was catfishing me, saying I was dating my celebrity crush. And if you guys want to know about the whole catfish story, let me know down in the comments and I will make a video about it. But I'm just going to hit a brief summary of what actually happened. At the very beginning, I basically told him about it, and he talked to the girl and was just like, is this real? Is this not? And he researched it for about a couple of months, and he was just like, she's lying to you. I know you may want to still believe it, that you may be in denial, which I was in denial, but he told me, I don't think this is true. There's like a 1% chance that this could be true, but that it most likely is a catfish. And in all honesty, he was the first one that actually got the wheels turning in my head, other than like a few other people that actually made me question, is she telling me the truth? And he gave me advice, like to ask her questions, to get information, question everything, check social media, check everything, just question everything. But anyways, it was nice. But then there were also times where he asked to have a friends, and it was nice having him there during that time and to be able to help me, because not very many people were. A lot of people literally, once I told them, they were just like, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake, she's catfishing you, when they didn't even talk to her. Unlike him, where he was one of the few people that actually tried talking to her and get information from her instead of just straight up saying, going off of being the bystander. He actually got involved and actually tried to help me, which, like I said, I did appreciate it. But then after that, me and him kind of had conflicts. There was at one point where he did ask for friends with benefits, but he asked to also see pictures of myself, and I told him I wasn't comfortable with it. And I literally told him, I'm not doing this. And then he also started getting into drugs and gang violence, and asking my friends for money and getting them involved in stuff that I wasn't comfortable with. So I kind of blocked him out of my life for my safety. And just because I didn't want to get involved with it, because I was dealing with the whole catfish thing. But yeah, But he was a good guy. He was a good friend. He was always willing to give me a hug whenever I needed it. And when my best friend called me about a week ago on the phone in tears, she told me Alex is dead. At first, I was like hysterical, thinking it was just a joke, and I was like, no, he can't be dead. Kind of like almost laughing, which I'm saying this, do not give me hate. Keep in mind, I was kind of in denial because I was like, there's no way. And she said, Rachel, I'm not joking. You know me, I don't joke with this stuff. And I was just like, oh no, he is. And in all honesty, it didn't hit me till a few days ago when I started feeling the emotions of just the sadness and the anger. Because me and him didn't end things on a good note. I never got the chance to tell him that that girl was lying to me, that she was catfishing me, and that he was right from the get-go. And that I should have believed him to begin with, but that things happened, but that I got out of it. That I no longer have that toxic person in my life because he kept always trying to help in any way he can, and he always kept telling me and stuff, it's probably fake, it's probably fake. She's lying, and would still help me with research even after he told me I believe she's lying. Even after he did his own research, he still helped continuously as long as we were in contact. And it really affects me because, like I said, I never got a chance to fix things, to make amends, to resolve the problems that we had. I never got to say goodbye. But sometimes that's just life. I know it's hard to hear, but sometimes it's just how things are. You don't get to choose when you get to say goodbye. Sometimes you're there, or sometimes you're not. But it affects me knowing that I didn't resolve things, that I didn't have a chance to fix things with him, that I didn't have a chance to make one last good memory because I decided to push him out. Even when he did start getting better, I didn't want to deal with it because I didn't want to accidentally get drawn back in, because I'm like, people can say whatever they want. People can put up an act, but I was like, I didn't really want to get involved with that. Plus, I was doing my own mental stuff, and I still kind of am. But that's, like I said, that's a story for another time. If you guys want to hear it, let me know down below. But like I said, though, it really affects me because, like I said, we never got to resolve the problems, and I never got to thank him for being there during that whole catfish thing I had to go through for almost 3 years. That's how long the catfish lasted, was almost 3 years. Yeah. It really is hard. Especially considering he was so young. He maybe wasn't the best guy to be around, but he did have a good heart. Because when you would tell him, I'm not comfortable with this, he'd be like, I understand, and would back away and never bring it up again. Which really helped me, especially when it came to him talking about certain things. I would tell him, dude, can you not talk about this around me? I'm sensitive with this. Or I'd be like, something happened recently and I just don't feel comfortable being around this. Or he would try asking me certain topics and stuff, and we would get into it, but then it would get into an uncomfortable conversation. He'd be like, you okay? And I'd be like, no. And he's like, I'm gonna drop it. And he would. But he's gone. But yeah. And I'm saying this, I'm not using this as clickbait. I'm not using this as a way to get views out of everyone. I'm not trying to use his death as a way to get more views or anything. I'm not trying to do it. Because this is the main reason why. Well, not the main reason, but it's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video, is that I wanted to point out, you don't know when your last day is. You don't know when would be the last time you make memories with someone. And that if you had a bad situation to where you and someone just split up instead of growing apart or losing contact because of just graduating from high school, or just the fact that your lives both got busy or something, or that you both went your own direction. But if something happened that caused a conflict and that basically had you guys be torn apart or separated or grow apart, and you guys never got that resolved, I'm saying go resolve it. Even if you think it already is resolved, make sure the other person can agree to. Because I thought the situation with me and Alex was resolved, and that he understood I don't want anything to do with him. That I don't feel comfortable with him in my life, but I never really told him that. I never really got a chance to resolve it on both ends. But it also didn't seem like he really cared, because he was someone where it's just like, if you didn't want him if you did not want him in your life, then he wouldn't fight for it. But that's mainly not the main reason why I'm making this. I'm also making this as just a way for me to have peace, coming to terms with his passing. But yeah. And to his friends and family, I hope you guys are doing okay as well. I hope I didn't say anything or offend anyone while making this video, because like I said, I'm not trying to use this as clickbait. I'm not trying to use this to get views. That's not my intention. I'm mainly just sharing the memories I had with him and doing this in memory of him. So that way people know that even though I may have had conflict with him, it doesn't mean I don't have some nice words to say about him or good memories. Because there was this one time where he had a seatbelt, I guess. And I told him I wanted one. And I know I'm kind of being scatterbrained with what I'm explaining, but please just go with it. But I told him I wanted one. He said, if you can give me the money, I can buy it for you. Gave him the money. He gave me this. So I guess you could say I always have something to remember him by. Because I've been using this since, I think, my junior year. Well, not my junior year. I think for about the past 2-3 years. I've worn this every single day of wearing my jeans, my pants, other than like sweatpants or these kind of pants that I'm wearing right now. But whenever I'd go out in public and I'd be wearing jeans or something, this would be the belt I would always wear. It's been my favorite belt. It's been literally the only belt my friends have seen me in. Except when I had a job and I couldn't wear this belt. But point being that it meant a lot to me when he gave me this and bought it for me. And at least, and like I said, at least I have something to remember him by. And like I said, I made this video in memory of him, but also to explain that you don't know when your last day is. And if there is a conflict going on in your life, whether if you think it's resolved or not, make sure it is. If people around you are saying it's not completely resolved, that someone's still hurting because of you, then make sure to get it resolved. Make sure to tell them that you still care about them. Don't cut them out. I understand cutting them out for your mental health, but make sure you're explaining that to them. It may seem weird, but I see it as a mature thing to do. Because you're saying, I don't think I can handle you right now. I need a break. Or communicating that. Because like I said, you never know when your last day is. When this whole thing came up about my friend dying, I thought of this one song called One Day Too Late by Skillet. And there's a lyric that says that tomorrow could be one day too late. And it's basically saying live every day like it's your last day, because you never know if you're going to wake up in the morning. But yeah, it came to a real shocker with me and all my friends. I don't know if I missed anything in this video. I just really hope that you guys can understand what I'm saying, because it really does affect me quite a bit. And I guess you could say that that's part of the reason why I haven't been uploading, even though he only passed away a week ago. It still is gonna affect me. And then I'm also trying to tell you guys that don't be expecting a lot of videos, but that you guys are welcome to subscribe and watch my other videos, though. You guys are more than welcome to do that. And please, if you guys are friends and family and really did appreciate me making this video explaining how he changed my life, then please give it a like and give comments if necessary. If you want, it's not necessary. And another point of this whole story is that someone that you may think may not change your life really can have a big impact. Because I didn't really think he changed my life. I thought all he did was bring just bad stuff in my life and just cause drama in my life or cause me to always have stress. But now I realized he actually did help me. Like when it came to the whole catfish thing, I mean, and with the belt. Like I said, that's my favorite belt, and in all honesty, I've never had a belt last longer than a year, and that's lasted almost 2 to 3 years. And it's still like almost like brand new, not entirely, but it's still in good shape. So it was a really important gift for me because I haven't bought a belt in so long, because I go through them so quickly. But this was one belt that stuck around, and knowing that he bought it for me means a lot. He's been there through a lot. He helped me through a lot. I'm gonna miss him. That's just how it's gonna be. And I know I may not have cried a lot in this video. It's because I'm trying to hold back my tears, because I'm still trying to work through this and still trying to mentally process this. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I really do hope that you guys understand why I made this video and did appreciate me sharing his memories and how he changed my life and how much I'm gonna miss him. I don't know how long I'm gonna be keeping this video up. I may, in a few months, turn this video onto private or take it down or whatever. But I'm saying this, that as of me making this video, it's gonna stay up. But like I said, I hope I didn't offend anyone, and I really do hope that his friends and family did appreciate me making this video, because it's gonna be hard for me to explain to people a lot. And like I said, if there's anything in this video that you guys want me to dig more into, or want me to make a video alone of just that certain topic, let me know, and I will. But he's gonna be missed. I know a lot of my friends are gonna miss him, because none of us were expecting this. So yeah. And I'm gonna say this once more, I'm not using this as clickbait. I am not using this to get views. I'm not doing any of that. I'm mainly just doing this just to share his memories that I had with him and a way to remember him. In other words, it's my way of saying goodbye to him and moving on. And it will take time, but this is my way of saying goodbye, my way of paying my respects. So yeah. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And if you guys want to, you guys can go check out my other videos. See you guys around.